Hello and welcome to today's news in brief on Graphic Online. Government to maintain cocoa producer price for 2017-2018. High Court cautions government over ECG concession. Professor Adei threatens one-man crusade against Vice President Bawumia's 4x4 convoy. Sub-Saharan Africa not performing well in reducing hunger. President Akufo-Addo charges agencies to strictly enforce new LPG regulations. And finally, we bring you what the chief has said about naming ceremonies. The government has decided to maintain the producer price of cocoa at 7,600 Ghana cedis per ton for the 2017-2018 season. This comes on the heels of a decline in the price of the commodity on the international market. The price is equivalent to 475 Ghana cedis per bag of 64 kilograms. The same price was paid to farmers in the 2016-2017 season. Food and Agriculture Minister Dr. Efriye announced the decision of government at a press conference in Accra Friday and explained it is to eliminate the harsh effects of the drastic decline in international price on the earnings of farmers. The High Court, presided over by Justice Lorenda Owusu, has cautioned the government of a pending interlocutory injunction filed by aggrieved workers of ECG over the planned concession of the company to a private interest. Counsel for the 1,001 workers of ECG who are suing for a redundancy package ahead of the transaction told the court that the bidding process was ongoing despite the filing of the injunction. The former rector of the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, Professor Stephen Adei, has threatened to wage a one-man crusade to compel Vice President Dr. Bawumia to reduce the number of cars in his convoy. Professor Adei, in an address at the 20th anniversary celebration of an international audit firm, said the about 16 cars in Bawumia's convoy was excessive. He said although the Akufo-Addo administration started on a good note, there will be consequences if such excesses are not checked. President Akufo-Addo has reinforced the commitment of government towards the full enforcement of new regulatory measures for the operations of the liquefied petroleum gas LPG industry. Cabinet, after a meeting on Thursday, October 12, issued a number of guidelines to ensure safety for both consumers and handlers of LPG. The directives, which have temporarily stopped all construction works for facilities intended for storing LPG and petroleum products, follow Saturday's gas explosion at Atomic Junction in Accra that killed 7 people and injured over 100 others. The 2017 Global Hunger Index released Friday indicates that Sub-Saharan Africa is not making much progress in fighting hunger in spite of general improvements. According to the report, global hunger levels have fallen more than a quarter since 2000. It rates the Central African Republic as having scored the same score as it did in 2000, suggesting that progress made in recent years has been subsequently reversed. We end today's edition with an interesting suggestion on naming ceremonies. Naming ceremonies are sacred occasions. Therefore, songs played or sung at such occasions should be solemn and reflect the country's culture. The Regent of Dagbon, Kampakuyana Abdullah Yakubu Andani, has said. According to him, a naming ceremony is a revered occasion for welcoming a newborn into the world. But lately, it has become an occasion for the playing of and dancing to profane songs. The Kampakuyana, who is also the acting president of the Dagbon Traditional Council, has therefore urged the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture to play a key role in reorienting Ghanaians, particularly the youth, to value the country's culture. For more news, log on to graphic.com.gh.